Is Star Wars Jedi Survivor that bad? Yes, I'm talking mostly about the performance today because I felt like discussing this before I got an actual review and progress type of video out. As I get a little bit more time in, probably would have been a better thing, because so far all of the talk around Jedi Survivor is either A, the gameplay and story are cool so far, and B, my god, the performance. So we're going to discuss that today. Now without further ado, remember, if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave it a big old like. If you like content like this, you want more like it, be sure to check out that button underneath the video. It used to be red. It still says subscribe. Last but not least, gotta thank my channel members. You guys help make these videos possible. If you want to join, get access to the exclusive perks that they get, be sure to check out that blue join button. Anyway, let's begin. First things first, I just want to say that I am playing this game on Xbox Series X, so I will be giving my own experience on that. I have heard it reported before the game even launched that the PC port was pretty rough, and there's supposed to be some day one patches that are going out, but I'm not sure if those are pre-downloaded when I started playing the game or something like that. I didn't play it as soon as it launched at midnight Eastern time. I did wait until about 5 in the morning, which I know is early, but you know, got to get up early for this game. That being said, right now the PC port is sitting at about 33% positive reviews on Steam. Now that doesn't mean that it's going to run the same on the consoles. Are people on console having a better or worse experience? And I gotta say, for my time on Series X, it's not horrible, but it also could be a lot better. First things first is going to be the frame rate. That's the main thing everyone's been talking about. I've been playing in the performance mode, which is supposed to be something where you sacrifice the resolution. I'm not sure what resolution they said. I didn't really read it anywhere, what resolution it's trying to go for, but I would imagine you're somewhere around 1440-ish p, maybe as low as around 1080, just from what I could tell in certain areas. Again, I'm not Digital Foundry, so I don't have the exact numbers here, but just going off of what I can see with my own eyes and my own experience, that's what it felt like. Now this is fine in a lot of games where you go down to about 1440p, but you get a nice solid smooth 60 frames per second. The problem is you do not get a nice solid smooth 60 frames per second. Again, I know console, you don't have a frame counter. After a while, you can feel what the frame rate is. You can feel when it's a smooth 60, and you can feel when it's at 30. You just can. You get used to it. And I can tell you that on Xbox Series X, again, can't speak for PS5 or PC, on Series X, it felt like a majority of the time that I played in the game, which is about 3 or 4 hours so far, I was probably averaging between 35 and 45 FPS, which is not horrible. And I really did not have any insane game-breaking bugs aside from that. I will talk about one a little bit later on. But other than that, I never had any moments where I was dropping down to 10 FPS, 15 FPS, nothing crazy like that. That's still not what I want though. That still should not be the standard coming out the gate. It should be a bit better optimized, I think. It's just, you have a studio and Respawn, and so far the mechanics and everything, the way the game plays, the responsiveness of the controls, the gameplay design, that has been fantastic so far. But the performance is just, it's a bit disappointing. Now, will this ruin your entire experience? That does ultimately depend on the player. For me, I can kind of slog through the lower FPS. It doesn't bother me all that much. And if anything, I may just switch over to quality mode and see how that works. If I'm going to be at a lower FPS anyway, might as well have the higher resolution. But it's not something that's totally ruining my experience. It's just taking something that should be gold and kind of dinging it down. You kind of scrape some dust off and you're like, oh, that's actually brass instead. That's actually not this gold that I thought I was. To me, at least, and again, this will depend on the player, because of how quality the storytelling is so far, because of how quality the world and the gameplay is so far, I can look past it and enjoy this game. But you may not feel the same way, and I don't want to tell you to go out, oh, go buy this game because it's fantastic aside from the performance issues, because you may not be able to deal with those performance issues, and you might be on a platform where that is worse. For now, I say definitely wait until they smooth these things out. Now, I did have one really weird bug with one of the early boss fights. I will show what I can to avoid. It's not really a spoiler because we did see it in one of the trailers, but there's a part where I'm in the middle of fighting him. I didn't really have that much health taken off of his health bar, and I got him cornered in an area in the middle of a fight, and he just died. I backed off to kind of give him some room to get it back more in the middle, and he just falls over and dies. in the middle of the boss fight. That was the one major bug that I've had. Other than that, I've really only had maybe little textures not loading in completely here and there, but really, other than that, it's been a fairly smooth experience bugs-wise. Again, performance, the movement, the gameplay as far as the combat, that's been really smooth, really easy to navigate, really fun. It's really just this frame rate issue that I think is going to hold back a lot of people's experiences, especially if you're the type of player that really enjoys high, smooth frame rates. This game just is not going to provide you a good experience if that's what you're looking for. So I want to talk about that. I will do more of a review in progress type of video here soon, but I wanted to get one out where I do discuss the actual performance of this game. Anyway, let me know down below, are you playing Jedi Survivor? Do you wish you would have waited? Are you going to stop playing until they patch the game, or are you still enjoying it so far? Let me know down below, and I will see you in the next video.